Hey everyone, okay, this is the third time I've tried to record this. My internet sucks. So, anyway. Okay, so today I'm going to make two videos. The first video is just going to be me ranting about a bunch of random things. The second video is going to be Halloween special. I'm going to talk to you guys about Halloween because today is the 31st of October. And I'm also going to teach you Halloween signs. And that'll be like my signing video. I'm going to teach you guys just Halloween words, fun, colors, it'll be awesome. Alright, so the first, I have a list. This, all, which isn't a lot. It just looks like a lot, but it's not, I promise. Alright, so the first video, the first thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is Pretty Little Liars. I love that show. I didn't watch it from the very beginning, but I did eventually because I thought it was really good. I got hooked to it more than anything else. But for those of you who watch Pretty Little Liars, I want to know what y'all thought of the Halloween episode. Was it not scary? I don't really like scary things, so maybe that's why I thought it was really scary, but I definitely enjoyed it. So coming from someone who doesn't like scary anything, it was good. Something else that has to do with like entertainment media type thing. I watched Pitch Perfect a couple weeks ago and it was just fabulous. Like I honestly loved it from the bottom of my heart. It was fun. It was entertaining. There are like a lot of really good looking people in the movie except Rebel Wilson, but she's cute. I really like her. She's a lot of fun to watch. And I feel like I would really want to be friends with her because I just feel like that's how she is in real life. And you'll get it when you watch the movie as soon as possible because it's freaking awesome. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is fried pickles. I've been making fried pickles. I've made them twice and they've come out perfect not perfect because what is perfect, really, if you think about it? Because nobody is perfect. Yeah. That was awkward. Okay, so the fried pickles, I'm going to give you guys a recipe. The recipe is, okay, well, first you have two separate bowls. You have, like, a dry bowl, and then you have, like, a liquid bowl. The liquid bowl, you need 1 egg, 1 cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of flour, and 1 tablespoon of, okay, now, I don't know how to say this properly, but I'm going to say it the way I know. Worcester sauce. It's the sauce that you put on meat to give it flavor. But yeah, you put that stuff on there. And you mix all in one bowl, the small bowl. And then you get the dry ingredients, which is 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of pepper. And you mix all that. So basically you take your pickle chips, you drain the pickle juice from it, and you take it, dip it in the liquid, dip it in the flour, liquid, flour, fry it in a quart of vegetable oil, but the oil has to be hot, obviously, or else it won't fry. And you fry it, wait for it to turn like golden brown. Now, it's kind of tricky because you don't want to wait for it to just float on the top of the oil, because then it won't be crunchy. It'll just be like soggy fried pickles, like hot, soggy fried pickles, and it won't be good. So wait until they're golden brown, and yeah. So do that. Try them. It's a lot of fun. It takes about 20 minutes to do. It's shorter than pretty much any other meal other than spaghetti. And you don't have to eat it as a meal. Actually, yeah, fried pickles, don't eat fried pickles as a meal. Don't do that. That's bad. But you can have it as a snack, like when you get home from school or from work, or if you have kids, you can make for the kids when they get home. And you don't have to fry it in vegetable oil. You can probably fry it in, I don't know, a healthier oil. I don't really know. I haven't tried it. But vegetable oil is what I did. So you want to try it. Try vegetable oil. Okay. There are 3 songs that I really like that I've been singing for the past weeks. That I've been singing for the past few weeks. The first one's Titanium by David Guetta, but it's a cover of it. So y'all should listen to covers of that song. I really like it. It's kind of empowering. Like, she's like, I'm bulletproof. nothing to lose, fire away, like, come at me, bro, you know? It's kind of cool. So then another song is 18 Inches by, I have it right here, let me get it for you guys, by Lauren Alaina, I think is what it is. It's a good song. It's beautiful. It's awesome. I really like it. You should listen to it. It's a country song. And then another country song is the song where he's like waiting at an airport or sitting on an airplane. But basically, what he's talking about is this girl that he loves, and they got in a fight, and then he let her go, and she's waiting at the airport in the like the, I don't know, what do they call the lobby, the waiting room before you get into the airplane, and he's like, oh crap, what did I do? I love her. I should go tell her how I feel. And so he's like working up the courage to go and talk to her and tell her how he feels. So, gentle dudes, if you ever feel a certain way about someone, actually, never mind. Forget I said that. Okay, so this one's kind of like, I don't know if I should say it, but I'm going to anyways. Justin Bieber. Well, I like Justin Bieber. I like his music. I like his swag. I like his sound. Let's say that. I like his style. But there are people who are just so passionate about how much they hate him, and I just don't understand why, and I'm trying to understand why so that I can understand like where they're coming from, but the excuses they're giving me, like, they're not very convincing. So for all you haters out there, I really want to know why you hate him so much. And don't call him a she, don't call him a her, like that's just rude and disrespectful. Like, how would you feel if I called you the opposite of what you were? Like, it's immature and stupid. Okay, so another thing is, I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos, is the website that I have, Pascal Designs. It is a Facebook page that I'm looking at my paintings, that's why, that I post all my paintings to, all my drawings, all my artsy stuff, and I just recently picked up photography, and I love it, and it's so much fun, and there's so much to learn about it. Like, I didn't even realize how much there was to it. I thought you just pick up the camera and take a picture, but, you know, you have to set the setting, the lighting, and the pretty much everything. It's problem solving, actually, because in photography, like, you have to get the right amount of lighting and the right amount of sensitivity to light and the right shutter speed, and you have to see, okay, well, if you have this, then what do you need? Or you can't have this, so what can you have? It's really cool. It's kind of fun to think about. But anyway, so I just recently took pictures of my my brother and his fiance. That's weird to say out loud. Their engagement pictures, and they're really pretty, they're fun, they're cute, they're playful, they're whatever. We did it on campus because that's how they met, except not really. Anyway, but they did spend a lot of time on campus together, so we took pictures in like memorable spots and significant spots for them. So that was fun. I just followed them around taking pictures, and yeah, so if and when I get their approval, I will definitely post those two Pascal designs. I may post one or two pictures, maybe, just kind of like a preview of what they are, the ones that I think are really, really good, and ones I think they both look amazing in, even though I think the ones I posted, or that I edited, they look amazing in no matter what, but that's a whole other thing. Okay, so that's all I have on the lighter notes. Let's see, I covered that. Okay, so now like the more serious things. Now, let's see, which one do I want to cover first? Bus ride. Let's do that. I told you guys I ride public transportation to and from school, which is public transportation, I mean bus. Like, I mean, there's no other public transportation here in the region that I'm located, and I'm not going to tell you where. But I ride the buses to and from school, and it gets really crowded in the mornings because people have morning classes, you know, like myself and probably you, or had if you're not in school anymore. And people ride buses in the morning because it's just, you know, you're going to class. So I'm riding the bus, and I'm sitting in the very, very, very back, in the middle seat. Now, there's a person to my left and a person to my right. Now, the person on my right, she's awake, she's on her phone. But then the guy sitting next to me on the left, and then the guy sitting diagonally on my left, and I think even on my right, I don't even know, but they're sitting there and they're asleep. Like, okay, it's one thing to be, like, lean back up against the wall or the window or something and sleep, and it's a completely other thing to sit like this and fall asleep, and then you do the whole, like, leaning thing, and then you, like, you know, switch, and then you fall over, or you nudge someone, and you scare yourself because you have, like, that freaky dream where you're falling, and right before you hit the ground, you wake up. Well, I'm sure this guy sitting next to me had a lot of those because he kept jumping and kept nudging me, and it was just so frustrating because it's like, alright, guy, I understand you're tired, but if you're going to sleep on the bus, can you, like, sleep backwards and not, like, fall on the people next to you? Because I'm sure the guy sitting next to him didn't like nudging him either. So be considerate of that whenever you're riding public transportation. Also, okay, there's this guy in one of my classes, and he just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, he creeps me out a little bit, to be honest with you. And he came up to me once, and he sat on the bus next to me, and he did this, like, creepy, like, hey, what's, I don't know, anyway, one of those, like, creepy stares, and I was on the phone, and he just put his arm up on the back of the seats and started tapping on the back of the seats, and I'm trying to focus on what the person on the phone is saying, but I can't because this guy's, you know, tapping, and it's just really frustrating. So don't be that guy because I will not like you very much. Which kind of tied into that whole headphone thing I was talking about on my Facebook about, like, if my headphones are in, don't talk to me unless I know, like, I'm friends with you and it's, like, obviously we're friends. And even then, I might not even listen to you. Like, okay, that sounds rude, but don't get me wrong. I will take the headphone out depending on where you're sitting. So if you're sitting on my right, I'll take my right headphone out. If you're sitting on my left, I'll take my left headphone out. But, I mean, don't expect to spark a full conversation with me because I'm not really going to be listening because I don't feel like it. Obviously, my headphones are in. So, yeah, don't be that person. Seriously, it's annoying. And I'm sure you guys have the same experiences too. Like, just don't be the person you don't want to be, if that makes sense. Don't be the person you don't want to be. I mean, I guess that's pretty redundant. Anyway, alright, so the next thing, now I'm not entirely sure how many can of worms I'm going to be opening because I don't know, but we'll see. Now, yeah, anyway, so I don't know if I talked to you guys about this keychain. Did I? If I did, I'm sorry. I don't remember. It's been 13 minutes. Okay, so basically, this is the self-defense mechanism. You stick your fingers, if you know, it hangs on your keychain, right? So it's like, oh, I'm just walking in my front door and I have a cute little cat keychain on my keys. So if you feel like you're being attacked, you stick your fingers through the holes, you clench a fist, and you get ready to attack. And this thing will hurt. You will be bruised. It'll look like a vampire bit you like a million times. Women need to get this. Women, what? Girls, ladies, whoever, females, you need to get this. It will protect you. It's probably, I feel like, a little bit more safer than mace or a pocket knife, because this one is like in your fingers, so they'd have to like break your fingers to get it, and it's hard because you're already like clenching a fist. Whereas a pocket knife, they can just take it out of your hand and use it against you. Mace, even if it's like a little windy, it can blow in your direction and get in your eyes, and then you can't get away, and then whatever. Anyway, so ladies, get this, $5, Amazon, they have different colors. I recommend getting the stainless steel one, so it doesn't break that easy. I'm like really tugging on it. Yeah, so I get this. It's really cool. It's called the cat keychain defense thing. I don't have the paper with me, but it's cool. It came in within like 3 days on Amazon, so get it. Spread the word. It's important to have that. So important to have that. And you feel safer. Like, you could just walk around, like if you're walking to your apartment or your dorm at night and you're by yourself, hold your keys and just hold these around your knuckles so that, like, you could be ready. You know, you gotta be, like, ready to attack, you know? And I hope that nobody gets attacked and has to use these, but it's still, I think, important to have. And it kind of looks like Batman. Isn't that cool? But it's a cat, not a bat. Anyway. Okay, so I talked about that. One thing, not one thing, I have 3 more things to talk about. Hurricane Sandy, you guys, it's really sad what's going on up there. It's flooding like crazy. You know, if you can, donate to Red Cross. You know, donate canned goods, Goodwill, whatever you can, and anything can help. I just want to let everyone know that my thoughts and prayers are with those who have been affected by Hurricane Sandy. But one thing I want to talk to you guys about Hurricane Sandy is the interpreter for Mayor Bloomberg, Mayor of New York City, his interpreter, Lydia Callis. You know, kudos to her. Like, interpreting is a hard job, especially if you're doing it quickly. It's really tiring. I will tell you that. It's very tiring to sign everything that someone is saying and to interpret it in your mind, or to translate it in your mind into sign language, because sign language, it's a very basic language. So you have to think of the word used that the person said, translate it in your mind, and interpret it into sign language. And so it's just this process that, you know, I mean, they're trained for that. They're trained to do that exactly. And so anyway, but I've cooled down a lot from what actually happened. I'm sorry. The way I was feeling, I've cooled down a lot because she's getting so much publicity for not what she's doing, but how she's doing it. Her facial expressions, her body gestures, her lip movement. People are just so, like, astonished at how amazing this language is. And it is such an amazing language, but they're more entertained by it as opposed to informed. And it's just really irritating that people don't understand that facial expression is almost like grammar or tone of voice whenever you're signing. And I feel like I just need to let people know that it isn't just she's not doing it for fun. Like, she's not just moving her face around, you know, for fun. She's doing it because it's a part of the language. And deaf people understand her facial expressions. So it's not like she's doing it and they don't understand. Like, obviously they know what she's saying. But anyways, enough about that, because you can only get so far in a subject that people are just not going to understand. Right. So the next thing I want to talk about is, don't be that person that makes plans with someone and cancels last minute. I've done that before, and I hate doing it. And I feel bad for doing it. But I try not to let it happen again with the same person, or even with other people. It just really irritates me. Flakiness is just not a good quality trait to have. You know, you won't get invited anywhere. You won't want to, and then you'll feel left out. And then you will also maybe feel like nobody wants you to be anywhere with them because, well, we just know. Like, we know, well, she's going to flake anyway, so why should we invite her? You know? I have a couple of friends like that, and it's so irritating. Just don't be that person. Anyway, okay, so I'm not trying to offend anybody when I say this, but I brought to my attention that the word retard or retarded is misused so much, and it offends me a lot because it's close to my heart. People with disabilities, children with disabilities. It breaks my heart when people misuse the word retard. I don't even like that word. I don't like using it. I try and find another word for it. I don't like it. Let me read to you what the definition of retard is. According to dictionary.com, retard is if a verb used with an object okay? To make slow, delay the development or progress of, to hinder, okay? A verb used without object is to be delayed. A noun, if you're using retard as a noun, a slowing down, it's just a slowing down, as in like a machine, like you're slowing down. Now, people associate that word with stupid. Don't. Just try and cut that out of your vocabulary, because honestly, you never know when that word could hurt someone. It's a hurtful word. Don't say it. Try and cut it out of your vocabulary, especially if you're using it to, I guess, wanting to offend someone. Like if you're wanting to say, oh, that person's so stupid, or that person makes stupid decisions, don't use that word. Don't use the R word. Don't say retard. Don't say retarded. It's not a nice word, and I don't think people should be using it. Think about it, I guess, more whenever you hear people say retard or retarded, and think about how they're using it and how retard is associated with stupidity, but that's not the case at all. And I just kind of ties into the thing I was talking about with deafness. Like, people are just so ignorant and they don't understand, and I'm sorry again if I offend you, but people are just so ignorant and don't understand that word is just misused. So anyway, that's all I have to say. Check out my website, Pascal Designs. I'll post it below. Don't leave anything mean or harsh in the comments. I don't want to hear it. Keep it to yourself. Anyways, okay, so the next video I'm going to post is the Halloween video. I'm going to teach you signs, and it's going to be awesome, and you're going to learn so much sign language from watching my video blogs. It's going to be redonkulous. Okay, but anyways, alright, well, I guess, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.